Hey everybody, it is Pam. Let me see, we are two days away from Thanksgiving. Tomorrow's Wednesday and then Thursday's Thanksgiving. And I went to the P.O. box in town and we hadn't been there in a long time. And I think we're gonna do away with the P.O. box just because all we get in there is a bunch of junk mail. But today I actually got something. So I was very excited. It's a Thanksgiving card, and it says, "A Thanksgiving riddle for you. Why do turkeys eat so little?" And then when you open it up, it says, "Because they're always stuffed." Hope you have a really fun day. Have a blessed and fun Thanksgiving. Always, Vicki. Thank you very much, Vicki. She is from Missouri, depending on where you are, but it's really cute. See, Vicki has a channel called Living in the Moment. She has some really cool videos, so go check her out. She has the cutest little dog named Jade. I just love her. She's just the cutest little wiener dog ever. And you can check her out. I'll leave a link in the description box to her channel. So we have been, well, I should say Brian has been hard at work trying to get that box beam thing on, and he's been trying to put a video out every Tuesday on the other channel, Midlife Prices, that shows like more in-depth building stuff. And anyway, oh my gosh, my brain goes blank all of a sudden. I'll have a senior moment. We tried to get the box beams. He wanted to get the trusses up before Thanksgiving, but that didn't happen. And now it's possibly gonna rain, but it's only like a 20% chance. But he can't take a chance. We can't take a chance on the bales getting wet, because even though it might not rain much and it'd probably dry out, we can't take a chance because we're building a house out of straw bale. In case, I always just assume that everyone knows what we're doing, but if you just stumbled upon this channel by accident, you wouldn't know that. What has been going on with me is I don't know what the heck's been. I just struggle with depression because I have some personal issues that I can't even share on YouTube, and I hate to do that. I hate to be vague, but because normally it's just a lot. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that I can't even talk about. So, but last night, so let me ask you, again, I'm going to go off on another tangent. I have really bad insomnia, and I don't know if it's because of menopause or what, but last night, I was awake for 3 solid hours. And I do meditations and all this stuff. And I tried to just lay there for a while. I laid there for probably 2 hours before I tried the meditations. And I was like, I got to do something. But I had an epiphany last night. I listened to this woman, and I have listened to her before, but it had been a while. And her name is Louise Hay. And then there's another channel that I listen to, Eddie Pinero. He's a really good motivational speaker, and so is Louise Hay. But she said something that it really hit home with me, because I always catch myself thinking negative thoughts about myself. And because, I've had a rough past, but the thing with the past is it's in the past, and you have to kind of just leave that behind. And that's what she talked about. Also, like when you have that internal negative stuff, just immediately turn it around into a positive. You got to stop yourself every time. And this is probably, Brian goes, oh, well, this is this is just common knowledge to me, but he doesn't struggle like I do because he doesn't always have that little voice in his head saying, you're never gonna be able to accomplish whatever. Anyway, I do. So we're all different, and I just think that if there's other people out there that go through the same thing, this information really helped me. It's like all of a sudden I was like, wow, because of course everybody's not gonna like me, and maybe there's some people out there who I feel like maybe they don't like me, and that's okay. But maybe I had some resentment or, against maybe my father was one of them, or my mother, but they did the best they could do, and it wasn't their fault that they did a lot of things right with me. They always taught me to be kind to people. But the thing I'm trying to get across is that if you are dragging around resentment, what she recommended was to imagine that person that you feel you can't forgive, or that you feel resentment towards, and just say, I forgive you and I release you. Now maybe they didn't do anything to you, but in your mind you just have some sort of a resentment. I forgive you and I release you, and that just releases yourself from all of the guilt or whatever feelings that you have. But guilt is a really bad one because it's just a senseless emotion, and it does absolutely no good whatsoever. That's right. Okay, the past is already done, and it doesn't do any good for me to worry about it, and I'm going to release it. And I forgive anybody in my past that hurt me, and things that I did. I have to forgive myself. And then as for the future, a lot of the fears that we have are just based on what could happen in the future, and they might not even happen. So I know that I have a lot of worry and fear of oh my gosh, what if? And that's just stupid wasted energy. And a lot of times I catch myself and I'll feel stupid, and then I'm like, okay, stop. I see a bug now. We get a lot of bugs in here when we open the windows. Go figure. Don't worry about the future, and don't worry about the past. Just worry about what you're doing now and focus on living in the moment. And oh my gosh, what an awesome segue, living in the moment. Anyway, thank you guys, and have a great Thanksgiving. I hate when I say because I always think of when I was in Toastmasters, where you speak in public and people would buzz you, and you would get buzzed if you said Anyway, y'all have a great holiday, and we will see you when we get back. Bye.